Okay, guys, I got something to say today, which is very important to me, and I want to get it out there. This is something that's been kind of ongoing for a couple of years now. Uh, I got a private message from a gentleman that I've been friends with, I'd say 3, 4 years on YouTube. He's an older man. His name is, he's got a new uh, account up because his old account was hacked, and his name is Plasma Master Dom. I'm going to put the URL to his page down in the a link down in the. Anyway, he messaged me and he was saying about a bunch of college kids are having some fun and they don't think that old people should be allowed on the internet. Allowed on the internet. Now let's back up here a little bit. It was several years ago. Somebody was going through their demographics of where the people, what age group was watching him and so forth. And he chastised me for being on. We creep him out, and I just clicked it off. Now I'm going to give you my take on all this. I came from a family of all boys. We had one girl, but she was so much younger. And anyway, it was mainly boys and the shenanigans we used to do, and the fun we used to have when we were young, teenagers. Girlfriend, school, all that. Then when I got older, I had, I got married and had 3 boys. I had a set of twin boys and an older boy, and I watched them growing. And it was the greatest thing to me. I'm a people person, and the shenanigans and crap that went on in our house with the boys, uh, it was fun. Well, now here I am. I'm older. Uh, I even met a woman on the internet here. This was back in the 90s. She was in Texas. We talked for almost a year. She came up, 11 years younger than me, but she came up for 2 weeks, went back, got her affairs in order, came up and was with me 11 years until she died last November. Heart attack, never sick, boom, done. I came into my stickum room. I have a room that I put up on stickum. I put up, and there's a gentleman in there that was born the same year I was, a couple of months later than I am, so he's younger. But anyway, we got along, and he's from Colorado. There's a gentleman from uh, West Virginia. He's in his 30s. He's been a friend of mine for, I'd say, 5 to 7 years. I've seen him go through, and actually sat with him when he was going through his divorce. It was a real mess. A lot of drinking and carrying on, but I stuck by him. Uh, it was after November, after the wife died. That night I came in and I talked with those guys. I successfully was able to do my own, what you would call, I guess, therapy every night of the week, ever since the day my wife died. I have come into that room. That room has branched from, we originally, I think, had maybe 20 people in there. There is now over 500. These are people that have come in, randomly come into the room, and started interacting and talking. I myself am the owner of the room, so needless to say, they see me up on cam. I'm an old guy. Many of them call me Gramps. Some call me Pops, depending upon the age. I have sat with a 14-year-old for several hours. He wanted to, was contemplating suicide. We've all been there. And I don't care. You guys can say, no, 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 not me. But we've all had ups and downs, girlfriends that have dumped us that we really thought we were in love with, school situations where you're flunking a certain subject. Being in college, I've been able to help these kids, with, I was a chem major, so needless to say, I was real into math. I had no problems with math at all. And the guys that have problems with math in school, they come to me, and I even have a room that we can go into without being bothered, and sit and go over their math with them, and tutor them. I've even had college kids with their English composition. Not everybody likes English, and I was one of them, but I suffered through it, and I'm able to help these guys. We have a very diverse group. The youngest being, I'm pretty sure, is 14. Come in the room one night, and he was talking with us, keeping right up with the political discussion that we were having. We do not, okay, for lack of a better word, it isn't a bitch session. It is a more of a educational, and even I have learned so much from these young people. I've always been a people person. I enjoy people, and as like with Don puts up his YouTube videos, and many of them are younger people that are, interested in what he has to say. And some find, some of the stuff is rather amusing, and some is, just so. But in life, that's the way it is, and they stick by them. Now, these young people that think that we're, pedophiles because, and I've been told that. Now, I go on, stick them. I never leave that room. Okay, that is my room. I go into that room. These people come into my room. I don't go into their rooms. They come into my room. They want to be, a part of it. And we do. We have regulars that come in all of the time. And they really appreciate it because I don't allow any crap to go on. It's a non-drama room. You start drama, I kick you out, period. But, we are all interested, whether or not you're going to college, whether or not, like my friend, we both filed for Social Security this year. And, the young people laugh, and then there are others that say, oh, someday I can't wait. It's just, but that's called life. Now, these people that figure that we shouldn't be on the internet, I, at my age, think that every nursing home should have available computers that these people can use to get to the outside world. When you get our age, when it snows, it can be a real chore to even go to the store. So here I am, all by myself, all day long, without a job right now, looking at there's a mini mart across the street, and I'm told I'm available almost any time. I can even go through the snow to get there if the regulars can't, get there. So, we keep ourselves active, but it's not like an 8 to 5 job anymore. I was an engineer for the Bethlehem Steel for many, many years. The Bethlehem Steel closed. I went with another one. I've done a lot. And, I have a wealth of information that I can help on just life. And these kids that are coming into my room are appreciating it. And I have to say, these little smart-ass snots on YouTube, the one kid in particular that I differed in opinion with, he was going to the University of New York. I don't know, he was on another channel, I guess, and or in a video that I had seen, and he seemed real interesting. He was very intelligent. He was in high school. Then he went on to college. He was in college, and about 6 months later, I differed with opinion, and he told me, he says, well, you're just an old shit anyway. I don't want you on my channel, and I'm going to block you. Why? Because I differed with his opinion? The kid ended up turning gay and everything else, and I'm cool with it. Hey, you are who you are. I don't have a problem with that. But don't differ with his opinion. No. What he said was the God's awful truth. And that I have a problem with. And I've also had young people. I put one up before about old people. And there was a young gentleman that put up a video in my defense, which I really appreciated. Now, any of you young people that are watching this, how much would you like it if your grandfather got a computer, joined the social network, and all of a sudden he had a smile on his face? You don't have to worry about him just sitting and doing nothing and dying. I'm still alive. I'm not about to give up. Don is very much alive. He's not about to give up. And I am in total in support of Don and his channel and his ability to get on. And his mother died, I believe it was last year. So all he has is himself and his dog. What do? He cherishes his friends on here, the same as I do. I need somebody to talk to. I go in my sticking room. These kids come in, and not just kids. There's older people too. We've got one from I think he's in Canada, in the upper north part of Canada. He's in the way out. He enjoys. He comes in. We have a blast. And he's an older gentleman. He's almost my age. And what's wrong with this? You know? I mean, come on, guys. Cut us a break, too. We have just as much right on these sites as anybody else does. Because we come in and see what you young people are doing and sitting and laughing at some of the follies. I come on here. I believe I started in 2006. I know I had an account and got rid of that one and got another account. But anyway, it's been either 2005, 2006. I've been to YouTube gatherings and accepted. But back then they would feature different people. And there was a young gentleman by the name of Miles Dyer. I think a lot of people know of him on here. He's pretty popular. Him, Charlie So Cool, like some of the other young people, but him in particular. I clicked it on and I watched it, and I subscribed to him. He was a very intelligent young man. Well, that was when he was just a teenager, which he is not anymore. He has gone on to going into nursing homes and teaching them computer lingo. He's from the UK. He has taken his own time to do this. He's not getting paid for this. He's taking his own time to do this. He has been in many fundraisers, as Charlie has, along with him and several others. Just a very, very intelligent, interesting young man. And I saw him go from just a kid having fun, but intelligent, to a young man that is a very, very productive part of this world. I'm watching him myself. It's not just a matter of him, doing fundraisers and stuff like that. I think in my lifetime, I could see him going into politics or something of that nature because he loves people. And to help people, that is the kind of a situation where you could really do some help. Anyway, I'm going to stop there, but really, you young people that decide we don't belong here, I got news for you. You're little snot-nosed shits, and you're not getting Don, myself, generic off of here, and several of the other old people. So just get it out of your head. Well, got that out.